It's time for a little helicopter love. We don't see enough helicopters on our channel, or really on any channel these days anymore, but we're gonna take a look at this one. First and foremost, I love the color scheme and the way it looks. It looks like a green goblin kind of thing to me, which I really like. Now, we've seen a helicopter just like this on the channel not too long ago, just a little smaller, and it was very orange. Orange was the main color. It was the Eachine E129. 129E, something like that. This one is the 130, okay? So it's bigger. It's basically a bigger version. The cool thing that's somewhat unique about this helicopter and its younger brother is that it has altitude hold. Okay, you don't have to worry about throttle management. This sucker will hover in place just like a lot of drones do on its own. It makes it very nice for beginners. I think that this helicopter, being bigger, it's easier to see too, so this has potential to be an even better beginner helicopter than the 129. So we're gonna fly it today, see how it does. It also boasts an extremely long flight time on one battery of about 15 minutes, which I think is really cool, and I charged 2 for today. Not we're gonna fly both of them, but I think it'll be a lot of fun to see what Abby thinks of this. We're both gonna put it in the air and just try to fly it for you, let you know what we think. So let's fly it and see how it does. There we go. And I'm gonna throttle up just a hair. Yeah, it definitely sounds louder than the smaller one. The bigger these helicopters get, the louder they are. What do you guys think of how this looks? I really like the color scheme of it. Like I said, reminds me of, like, you know, Spider-Man, Green Goblin. So notice that I'm hands-free completely. Now, the only reason the helicopter's moving is because of wind, but you'll notice that it's not going up or down. Now I'm going to push back to get it closer, but it's not going up or down. It has altitude hold. So really the only thing I have to worry about is using the right stick to control it, to steer it, to help it stay in place, because, you know, wind is still a factor. We've got a maybe 5-mile-an-hour breeze or so right now, and so we still have to think about the wind. But as far as up or down goes, or throttle management with this helicopter, we don't have to worry about it at all, which I think really helps beginners learn how to fly. And then once you get your orientation down, like steering it around while, you know, you're not having to think about up and down, then you can upgrade to something that doesn't have this. But I think it really does help not have to think about as much. I went to the second rate because it's going to help me. This is the high rate, so as fast as it'll go, but I'm flying nose into the wind. So if we go this way now, you'll see how fast it is. A little bit faster because that's with the wind. So this is a very low rate helicopter. It's really designed for the beginner in mind. And that is right there when I stopped it, just hands-free again. It's just drifting some with the wind. So a lot of beginners don't really know this. It's a good tip to remember, but the first time someone flies a helicopter like this, what they're gonna do, I almost guarantee it, is this, Abby, watch. Hey, that's pretty cool. Look at my helicopter, look how high it'll go. You don't have to fly that high, okay? When you're a beginner, I highly encourage you to stay like eye level. And you don't wanna be 2 feet off the ground either, because what happens then, now this helicopter, it's not so bad because it has that altitude hold, but you get something called prop wash underneath your helicopter, and that's all that wind being pushed down from the main blade. You have to fight that if you fly really low. And if you get a little gust of wind, it might catch the helicopter on the ground in the grass or something. So I highly recommend about chest height or eye level when you're learning to fly. You really don't need to fly any higher. Although this helicopter can fly much farther than you can see what's called line of sight. So if you want to know the range of this helicopter, it'll fly way farther than you can even see it. So you really don't have to worry about the range of this helicopter. Well, this is an extremely beginner-friendly helicopter. I have it in the second rate. We can do some crazy spins in the high rate, which is cool. That's about as stunt crazy as it gets. We'll do that one more time though. That was pretty fun. And then I'm gonna pass the controls to you, Abby. So you ready?
Yep.
To do this stunt, all you do is use the left stick and push it all the way over one way. There it goes. It's just going nuts, spinning.
Why don't you do it again so they can actually see it?
Well, the wind pushed it that way.
No, you made me zoom out with your transmitter.
I see. So I'll do exactly what I did on the transmitter. I'm just going to push it to the right. Here we go. Spin, spin, spin. That's in the high rate. If you do the low rate, that's how fast it goes. We're gonna go back to high rate because I can feel the wind picking up some. So this helicopter can fly in wind, but if you're a beginner, I don't recommend it because what might happen is you're flying like this and maybe you're doing fine when the helicopter is facing away from you because the controls make sense. You pull back and it comes back, you push forward and it goes forward. But when the helicopter's facing a different direction like this, and now you push forward, the helicopter actually flies forward to itself. So you see it's flying forward, but it's not flying away from you like it was when it was facing away from you. Then you get a little disoriented, the helicopter's facing this way, and now you're trying to bring it back, but oh look, it's flying backwards to the helicopter. Now my helicopter's getting far away, I'm losing orientation, and that wind will just take it. So I highly recommend, if you're a beginner, you wait for a very, very calm evening, and you'll have much more success. Abby, I am flying back. It's just slow because of that wind. I want to fly down low. That's full forward. The wind picked up right when I was showing you guys what not to do. I might just land it in the grass over there.
It's coming.
It is coming. There. It's just slow. And then I want to pass those controls to you because I think you're going to like flying it. It does kind of stink. We got some wind, but other than that, it flies really good. Look at it. He's just slowly coming back. Now, I want to ask all you guys in the comments below, what helicopter did you learn to fly on? If you've ever flown a helicopter before, let us know which one you learned to fly on, because we have a lot of new people down there, and maybe this, you know, this is kind of newer technology. This one came out not too long ago. I want to know from you guys, and then maybe some other people will pick up helicopters. There we go. Nice smooth landing. Yeah, that's what I was shooting for. Okay, back at rate 1. See you fly, Abby.
All right.
There you
Down
go.
and out,
Yep.
starts the motors. I have it in rate 1. Throttle up.
There you go.
And there's the wind.
Yep.
I can't really go to the left very fast in rate 1. Rate 2, still struggling. So we have 2 rates, right?
Right, yep, that's right.
Super fast with the wind. Not so fast when the nose is in the wind. I really like the altitude hold helicopters though.
Me too.
They're just way easier to fly.
This one's, you know, it's basic. There you go, you're doing some stunts. You can't go really too crazy with it, but I think when you're learning, you don't really want to go too crazy with it, right?
Right.
You're going a little nuts. You're doing some stunt flying. You're not afraid to crash.
Not afraid to crash.
Because that one won't
I'm afraid
crash.
to freeze to death.
It
That's
is
what
cold.
I'm afraid of.
My eyes are actually watering. It's so
Yeah.
cold, it makes it hard to see the camera.
Your fingers are probably gonna fall off too, mate.
Yeah. I have gloves with the fingers cut out.
Oh, there's the wind.
Yeah.
Let's face it into the wind.
Nice.
Woo!
Well, I want you to fly this as long as you want to, but I also...
The second the nose
Ooh.
is in the wind, it just takes it.
I think...
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
wow, you were sideways.
If
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Okay.
So if you
Hang on.
experience
There we
this
go.
as a newcomer and that happens, you should just land.
Yes, good idea. You gonna... Okay, all right. The wind is picking up, so Abby's gonna put it down. Nice and easy.
I don't know.
You got it. You got it. We can always walk. You don't have to land it in front of us. No shame in walking. Nice smooth landing. Good job. Good job.
Of course the wind picks up for me. I think the battery is gonna outlast our ability to stay outside, Nathan.
Yeah, and
It comes with more.
I charged too.
Oh my gosh. And it's supposed to have how long of a flight time? 20 some minutes?
15 minutes.
15 minutes, okay. We're in like 8 minutes and I'm freezing to death.
When I was filming Abby, my eyes
are watering
so much I couldn't see the screen, so who knows how that turned out. We're gonna fly for another minute though, because I just can't resist flying a little bit. So you just push down and out on both sticks. Down and, oh, there we go. Here, you ready?
Okay.
Down and out, and the motors will start spinning. I think there's an auto takeoff button too, but I like taking off like this. Keep it in high rates. I'm just gonna fly for about a minute. What we'll do is let you guys know in the comments below and in the description box how long the flight time was on this, because we'll probably go home and get warmed up and then take it out and fly it in the yard and get an accurate flight time. And that might actually add about 30 seconds because the battery will go back up to a rested voltage. So whatever time we post, take off maybe about 30 seconds or so.
Well, but keep in mind, we're flying in 27-degree weather, which eats batteries really fast.
Yes.
It uses them up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, if you're flying in this kind of weather, it does make your battery less efficient. That beeping we're getting is telling me that actually we have a low voltage, so there's telemetry on this.
Wow.
That is so cool.
Sorry, I looked away.
Yeah, so we're getting some beeping on the radio to say, hey, your battery's getting low. Now, the batteries in my transmitter are brand new, 4 AAA batteries. Just opened them for this helicopter. So it's telling us, hey, your battery is getting a little low, which is probably close to about 10 minutes of flight, right?
Yeah.
And that's fair considering how cold it is. Let's get a nice smooth landing for this. Hopefully. There we go. The altitude hold helped. It like knew right where the ground was.
The wind, like as soon as I handed you the transmitter, the wind stopped too.
I know, it was a lot smoother flight for
fair.
me. Yeah. So the water that my eyes, it's freezing to my face now. It's freezing to my cheek. It's crazy. So there you have it, the Eachine 130. We'll have it linked in the description box below. And if maybe this is just a little bit too big and you want a slightly smaller one, the 129 was really awesome too. We liked it so much that Abby wanted to keep it and we held on to it. And I could see holding on to this too, because you could easily teach a new pilot how to fly a helicopter with it. We always try to encourage people to get into the hobby, try something new that they never have before. And so if you're looking at getting into helicopters, this really is a good option. So either one, the 129 or the 130, we'll have them both linked in the description box below, but this one, the bigger one, is the 130, so don't get them confused. Guys, it's ridiculously cold out here, but we got to fly, and for that I'm grateful. So I want to say thanks to the big guy upstairs. I also want to say a massive thank you to our Patreon supporters, because you guys are the fuel behind the fire that keeps the content rolling. Without you guys, we would not be out here freezing our butts off today to get a video out like this for you. So thank you to our patrons, for everybody watching. We are so grateful for you guys. The TheRcSaylors Shorts channel is continuing to grow way faster than expected. So if you guys want to see some exclusive content, it's still on YouTube. We'll have our second channel, the TheRcSaylors Shorts, linked in the description box below too. And guys, we'll have the smaller helicopter video, the smaller version of this. That video is popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye.